Baby.
What?
New video alert. New feed. Yes, hi guys. My name is.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel. So exciting news. Today we're going to be starting a new series. This is actually going to be 5-part and we're going to talk about different things including designs, upgrades. So whatever you can think about, we're going to be talking about it. So you want to stay tuned. Today's video specifically is going to be talking about how to select a community and how to select a builder. And you want to make sure that you watch it till the end because we will be giving you some additional tips. So stay tuned. What really brought about this video series is a lot of you have seen our empty house tour of our custom home and you voiced, although you love our home, you may not be in the space where you're ready to take on that kind of project. And so if you are interested in semi-custom and production homes, and have no worry because we have done both and we are here to share all of that information with you. So whenever you want to find a community, let's say you have no idea what community you want to be in, you have no idea what builder you want to go with. There are two ways we sort of recommend you do this, and neither is mutually exclusive. One of the ways I would say is to drive around your neighborhood, right? Find different communities where they're still doing new builds. So just drive through those communities, go into the sales office, go into the model homes, tour the model homes, talk to the salesperson, get all of the information that they are sharing with you, and also be equipped with some questions. And we'll deep dive into that in a little bit, but that's one way. So another way is that even as you're doing this, you might begin to identify that there's one or two builders that you're really, really liking and that you're really, really interested in. You can then go online and search those builders' websites and look for other areas that they're building. So a lot of the builders build in multiple communities in your city. So when you identify a builder or two or three that you like, go to their website, see what other communities are they building in your city, and you can use that to essentially identify the ideal community for you. And their website will, not only can you visit these places, but their website will also typically state the amenities for this communities, what their tax rates are, what school zones they're in. So some of those things that you're really, really interested in, you'll be able to find on the builder's website. So that's one way. Go to houses that are under construction, tour to see what's going on. Do you like the build? Do you like the quality? And then go to that builder's website and see where else they're building if you don't love that particular neighborhood that you saw that builder in. Another option is, let's say you already know what community you want to be in, right? Some of us, you've done some research beforehand, or you have friends in a certain area and you know where it is that you want to live. You just don't know what builder you want to use, or you just don't know the specific community that you want to live in. You just know, okay, I want to be on the north side of town or the south side of town. So what we would recommend in that case then is to search for communities. Good old Google. Search for communities online. You can just Google communities within a certain radius, communities within a certain zip code, communities within a certain, you could say North Houston specifically, or South Houston or Southwest Houston, whatever that area is that you're wanting to live in. And you will see a list of communities come up, and you can more specifically even search new communities so that you can be sure those communities have new builds going on in them. And from there, you can begin to visit the communities that you think you would be interested in. And the reason you might do this is, let's say you have a job you need to be close to, your children are already in a particular school and you want to make sure you stick within that school zone, or there's just other things that are tying you to a specific area. So this is a tip for you. So then you're able to visit these communities that come up based on your specific radius search. And again, you're able to visit those builders, discuss with them, and be able to not only identify a community you want to live in, but also potentially identify a builder. And then just as a bonus, there's a third option. So every year or every other year, however often they do it, there are these surveys that go around where it's like best cities to live in or best communities to live in. And that information is posted online. And so if you just have no clue, you're new to an area, go ahead and Google, for example, best communities to live in Houston, Texas, and see what comes up. Typically, it'll come up in a list. A lot of times they're numbered from 1 to whatever. They might say top 10 communities. They might say top 20 communities, whatever it is. And then use that information to do your research on the different areas. Look at their school zones, right? And determine, okay, what subset of the city do I want to live in, or what community specifically do I want to live in? So that's another great way to decipher what communities are great in an area that you're in, and to be able to determine where should you be going to look for your new house. Another thing that I recommend whenever you're new to an area or you're looking to explore for a new community, most of the time the builder will pay for a realtor. So the builder will pay realtor fees because you are purchasing a home. Use a realtor if you can. And the reason I would say that is because that realtor is there to protect you. They're working for you. They're wanting to do things in your best interest. So I would say, if you already have a great realtor you're working with and you're moving on to that next house, why not? Use them for their knowledge, right? Ask them questions, ask them what you need. They're really there to help you and to guide you, because what it comes down to is if they do a good job and you're happy, next time you're ready to purchase another home, or you have a friend looking to purchase a home, you're going to be willing to make that recommendation, which is a win-win situation for them. So if you can use a realtor, please use one. And that's really just to protect you. And they will think of things that you wouldn't even normally think of. We personally have used the same realtor for years. So use one. So now you've identified the community that you want to live in. You're super excited. You're ready to go. It's time to identify a builder. Lots of builder options, right? A lot of times when you're building a semi-custom home in the communities, they have multiple builders for you to choose from. How do you begin to navigate this? How do you begin to choose? What I recommend is visit every single builder that is available in the neighborhood. You always want to start there, right? Tour the model homes, look at the quality, and you want to ask questions. And I'm going to touch on some of the questions that you should ask in a little bit. So you want to visit all of the model homes for each of the builder that is in the specific community that you have selected. And the reason that's important is because when you visit their model homes, the sales personnel that are there are going to provide you with information trying to essentially sell themselves to you as a builder. So some of the information that they're going to give you is going to be, for example, their sheets of standard items that come with the home. Some of the other information that they may give you, which you may not already have, is any future amenities that might be coming into the neighborhood, what the tax rate is for the neighborhood, the specific schools within a school district that neighborhood is zoned to. So that's all information that you would be able to receive by visiting all of those builders. Also, what incentives each builder offers is different. So when you go into a community, you want to be sure to ask the builders as you're talking to them, what is your building incentive? Building incentive is a dollar amount that a builder advertises to try to get you to build with them, right? So a lot of times, depending on the price point, you'll see building incentives anywhere from $10,000. I've seen building incentives in the past, prior to COVID, guys, up to $60,000. So you want to know what is your builder's incentive whenever you're visiting them. So first, visit the model home for each builder. See what it is that they're offering. Ask them what their building incentive is. Ask for their spec sheet or their sheet of standards that are included in their homes. So you want to take that information for each of the builder in the community. Something else you also want to do is see homes that are currently in construction. So for each of those builders that you might be interested in, look at homes that are currently in construction by that builder. Because as you all know, the model homes are done to the nines. They have so many upgrades and so many things going on. So you want to see a home that is more realistic in regards to maybe not spending as much dollars in regards to upgrades, right? So what does the average home in the community look like? What do these homes look like in the construction phase? Take a look at them. You'll be able to see the construction materials that they're using. Are they using 2x4s versus 2x6? If you can't tell, ask the builder and they will tell you. Or again, if you see the trades in the community, ask them and they will tell you. And the reason that's important is because it's better to build with 2x6 versus 2x4. There's nothing wrong with building with 2x4s, but the reason why a builder that's using 2x6, that material is considered better is because there's a bigger space for insulation to go into, right? So 2x4 is technically just what, 3.5 inches nominally, 3.5 inches deep. So whenever they go to insulate that wall, it can't be anything more than that 3.5 inches, right? Otherwise your wall would be like bowed. Whereas if you're using a 2x6, the nominal for that is about 5.5. So when they go to insulate that wall, you will have 5.5 depth of insulation. So when you're thinking about that, a house built with 2x6s would be better insulated and more energy efficient than a house that is built with 2x4. What type of insulation are they using? You can decipher so much from that information. Even from talking to some of the trades that are on the sites doing the work, they will be able to tell you a lot of times, oh yeah, I love this product, it's good quality, or well, the wiring we use here is not great. The trades a lot of times are willing to give you that information.
Hey guys, if you're finding value in this, don't forget to subscribe.
Something else I would also recommend is talking to people who are already in the communities. It could just be somebody going for a walk within the community, right? Just, oh, hi, I'm interested in building in this community with so-and-so builder, or I haven't decided on a builder yet. Who built your home? Are you happy? Those are some questions that you can ask, and those already living in the community would be willing to share that information with you. So now I'm going to go into some of the things that I think are really important for you to ask the builders whenever you are trying to make a decision. One, all of that information that they gave you, be sure to read through it. Know what their standards are in regards to what they put in the home. What kind of insulation did they put into the home? What are the sizes of doors that they put into the home? Do they use energy efficient appliances and energy efficient technologies like with ACs and things of that nature? You want to know that, because if I'm looking at a standard sheet for 4 builders and 2 of them provide more options in regards to being more energy efficient with their appliances, or provide more option in regards to paint color, or provide more options in regards to, example, cabinets, cabinet sizes, cabinet colors, then I would probably lean more towards those builders. When I say options right now, I'm talking about their standard options. These are the options that are already included in the base cost of your home. These are not things that you have to upgrade. So you want to think about what it is that you like, what it is that you want. And as you're looking at those sheets of the standard or the base items in the homes, see which one meet more of your needs in regards to what you're looking for in a home. The other thing I would tell you to take a look at is in regards to floor plans, right? You want to know which builder is going to be able to meet your needs. There are some builders where their largest floor plan only has 4 bedrooms. There are other builders where, they're able to do a 5th bedroom option. If you're someone who needs a home office and there's a builder who has an option, a floor plan option to do a study, or a study is already included in the home, then that's something that you probably need to pay attention to. Or if you like to have guests on the first floor, then you probably want to pay attention to a builder who has a secondary bedroom on the first floor. So what that means is your master bedroom's on the first floor, and then you also have a guest bedroom on the first floor. That's a big selling point these days. So if you're looking at a floor plan and that's an option, then that's probably a builder that, and it's only a certain builder in the community that offers that, then that's probably a builder you want to look more at. Again, if you're needing a fifth bedroom or if you're needing a certain amount of square footage, those are all things you need to keep in mind whenever you're looking at the floor plans of this builder, right? Because you're not just looking to say, is this a great builder, but does this builder actually meet my needs? Am I able to get everything I need in my home for it to be functional for me with this builder? So make sure you're looking at their floor plans. Make sure you're also looking at the different options that come with the floor plans to see if the base floor plan doesn't meet your need, are you able to add on an option for that floor plan to then meet your needs? And then you also want to look at what is the cost. So if, for example, builder A has a floor plan that has 5 bedrooms already that I can just go with without having to add an option, which would be considered an upgrade. But then builder B only has a floor plan of up to 4 bedrooms, and I have to do an option of adding a 5th bedroom, and that option is going to cost me money. Then I want to look at how much is that option of adding the 5th bedroom with builder B going to cost me versus how much is the base floor plan with builder A that already has that 5th bedroom option. So those are, again, some things that you want to consider. Some other items that you want to consider is the build time frame, right? So depending on what your time frame is on when you need this house to be ready, but if you have one builder that it's going to take them 6 months to complete the home and another builder where it's going to take them 9 months to complete the home, that may make a difference for you. So you definitely want to know what is the build time on these homes. So as you're looking at those model homes, they're beautiful, right? Everybody wants the model home typically. So you want to ask them how much was spent in upgrades in that model home. 1, know what the base floor plan is and how much it costs. And 2, know how much was spent in upgrades to make that house look the way it does. And why is that important is because it kind of sets an expectation a little bit for you, because a lot of times people walk into the model homes and they're blown away, and then they get shocked by the time they sign the contract and they realize a lot of those things in the model homes were upgrades. So ask them for the spec sheet for the model home to know which items in the model homes were upgrades. A lot of times, some of the things I've seen in model homes that tend to be upgrades is like the higher ceiling height, the extended back patio, or 8-foot doors throughout the first floor, the gourmet kitchen package where all your appliances are built into your cabinets versus having like an over the stove microwave. So those are things that you want to know is how much was spent in upgrades on this model home. So some other things that you would want to consider is what is the earnest money with each builder, right? Earnest money tends to range anywhere from what I've seen, $3,000 to $10,000. So you want to know that, right? Because depending on how much cash you have on in hand, earnest money is something that you have to pay once you sign the contract saying you want to build. And that's basically the builder's guarantee that you're not going to back out of this contract. And if you do, a lot of times you end up forfeiting that earnest money, unless, of course, some kind of disaster or something happened that you couldn't control, then they would consider giving that money back. But if you're kind of tight for cash at the moment, then you want to pay attention to what is the earnest money that this builder requiring. If I'm stuck within 2 builders and one of them is only requiring $3,000 in earnest money and another is requiring $7,000 in earnest money, then if they both have floor plans that meet my needs, maybe I lean more towards the builder that is only requiring me to put down $3,000. In regards to upgrades, whenever you go to the design center to make upgrades, or even as you're making any structural upgrade or adding options, as they say, a lot of times they'll give you different options on the structural plan that you can add or change. Well, those options tend to cost money. You want to know what is the percentage of your upgrades that you have to pay up front. Each builder has a different percentage that is. I want to say the last time we did a semi-custom home, I can't recall, but I want to say it was between 3 to 10%. I can't remember what it is right now, but the builder would be able to tell you specifically that this is the percentage that they would need upfront for any upgrades you make. So let's say the house that you're considering is at base price $400,000, and then after your structural upgrades and your design upgrades, now you're at $470,000. They might need you to make anywhere from 3% to 10%, depending on the builder. It could be more of what that is. So in the example that I'm giving, if it's $70,000 that you did in upgrades, then you will need to have $7,000 to put up front for them as your design, basically to secure those upgrades. Warranty. You want to know what is the builder's warranty. Some builders offer a 1-year warranty and other builders offer a 2-year warranty. So if you're looking in a community and there's a builder that offers a higher term of warranty, and when I say warranty, I'm talking bumper to bumper. They'll come in, they'll like retouch up walls, they'll touch up areas of drywall if they need to, that warranty. A lot of times your like foundation warranty with almost all the builders, it's 10 years, but I'm talking about your actual like bumper to bumper warranty on the home. Standard is anywhere from 1 year to 2 years. So if one builder offers a longer warranty term than the other, then that's a positive, right? Because that's more times that they would be willing to come back to fix things and repair things in your home. All right, guys, and then now for the tip that I told you I was going to share earlier. When it comes to building incentives that the builder offers, these building incentives are sometimes negotiable. So again, this might be something that helps you ultimately select which builder you eventually go with. And we've actually done this previously. So they tell you what their building incentive is, and you can negotiate and say, oh, if I can get X amount of dollars in building incentives, then this would definitely be doable for me. So that incentive monies that they give you is not typically money that you can subtract from the base price of your house. No. So if the base price of the house is $400,000, 99% of the time, it's going to cost you at least $400,000 to build that house. What that incentive money does do is any upgrades, structural or design that you make to the home, you can use that monies that the builder is giving you to pay towards that. So that's a tip, is negotiating that building incentive up if you can. The more money you have, the more you can upgrade on the builder. Not all builders will do it, some builders will. So if you're in a community and they have multiple builders and you don't have your mind set on any specific builder, you're just trying to get the best deal possible, that's what we've done every time we built a semi-custom home, is to talk to the different builders and see which one would be willing to raise their building incentive that they're offering. We've actually had an experience where we went into a builder and their building incentive, we were able to negotiate it up to over double what it is, over double of what they were initially offering. So you never know. The worst they can say is no, right? But ask and make it clear that you would be willing to move forward if this number moved up. That's just a little insider tip that we wanted to share with you. And then another one is, a lot of times the builder has a partnership with a lender, and they will say, we will be willing to pay X amount of dollars in closing costs or X percentage in closing costs if you use our lender. Now, be careful with that. It sounds great. It sounds like, why not? They're willing to pay this. What we have found in our experience is that a lot of times that lender that they are, partnered with, that they're going to pay the closing costs for, tends to have higher fees. So you end up bringing either the same amount you would have brought with another lender or even more to the table for closing costs, despite the fact that the builder was paying a percentage or the lender was paying a percentage. So you want to be careful when it comes to lenders. Even if your builder is offering that if you use their builder, they'll pay closing costs, we advise you to shop around. have something else to compare to, because we have actually, I think we've only ever used a builder's lender once, but out of the 4 personal homes that we've had in the past, every time we compared builder's lender was offering versus what our, independent lender was offering, our fees and our closing fees, what we had to come out of pocket for was always lower with that independent bank versus whenever we looked at what the lender the builder was partnered with was offering. So try to negotiate up those building incentives. Also, if they're offering to pay for your closing costs, see if that is really what's best for you. Let the numbers speak. Don't allow your emotions to take control. Sometimes things sound like a good deal and it's not. Really take some time, sit down with all of that paperwork that you get from the different builders, read through it, see, what size of baseboards one builder is offering versus the other, see what type of appliances they're using, see what type of insulation that they're using, and then see which builder gives you the best options and to meet your needs in regards to what you need in your home, and also which builders are willing to negotiate on their incentive. The third tip that I want to give you is when you're selecting a builder, you want to really talk to people that are within the community that build, or visit the homes that are in construction and see how long it's taking to build. Because at the beginning, they might tell you they have a 6-month build time, but then you look at a house within the community and it's been in build for 7 months, 8 months. Then you want to ask questions, what's going on with this house? If it sounds too good, a lot of times it's probably too good to be true. So you want to make sure that you ask questions, and even when you feel like, okay, you've got all your ducks in a row and you understand, be sure to just take a moment and think about what you're doing, and always make sure you have a pre-approval before you start looking at homes and speaking with builders and things, so that way, once you see something that you like, you are able to act. And if you're in the Houston area and you don't have a realtor that you're already using and you're looking for one, we've had the same one literally since 2016. Her name's Keisha Hasman. If you want her information, please leave a comment below and I will share it with you. She has always done an excellent job. She has kept us from buying horrible properties in the past. And so she is not a realtor that's going to be trying to impose on you or trying to get you to purchase a property, even if it's not in your best interest. And so if you are in need of a realtor, please let us know. Drop your information, drop a comment below and we'll share her information with you. And then my final advice for you is, do you even need to build? Now, a lot of times when you go into these communities, they're going to have inventory homes on hand, because when the builder is building out a community, a lot of times they build some homes that are spec homes. So it's the builder just building those homes. And the reason for that is they know not everyone has the time to wait 6 months to get a house. So they may have some homes that are spec homes that they already have under construction. And if one of those homes meet your needs, a lot of times you can get a huge discount on those, because again, you didn't select those upgrades, you didn't make those changes, the emotion and what the house has worked to you is different, right? So you really have a lot more wiggle room when it comes to inventory homes sometimes. I say weigh your options. If there's an inventory home that meets your needs, but they're not willing to come down on the price, and you've looked at what their spec sheet is and they have a lot of things that you like, you've looked at how much some of their structural and design upgrades are, and you think you'll be able to come in lower than that, then I say build. And then another thing is, ask the builder if you can visit the design center, or ask them if they can give you a list of the cost of their most commonly upgraded items. because then before you ever go into the design center, you will already have an idea of what this home is going to cost you at the end of the day. Now, a lot of times in the model home, the sales personnel has the cost of the structural upgrades, and they would be able to tell you, oh, adding this fifth bathroom is going to be an additional $10,000. But when it comes to the design things, the builders don't always have that. But talk to the builder and see if you can visit the design center. And this is something that I always did on our homes. I would visit the design center of the builders, and I was going to go and look, one, the things that are in their base price selection, things that I don't have to upgrade, what do they look like? Do they have an option that I like in there? And if they do, then that's a plus, right? Because that's something I'm not gonna have to spend money on. If I see that they have a tile in the option that comes with the house that I really like, then that's great. I'm not gonna have to spend money on tile or wood flooring or whatever. So that's one thing. And another thing while I'm there is talking to, if they give you an appointment with a specific design person, and this is you signing the contract. Sometimes if they're really wanting to make the sale, they will allow you to go into the design center and give you an appointment with someone. You can ask them, hey, if I needed to, typically on average, what's the cost to upgrade to wood floors on X floor plan? And they would be able to give you that information. Some builders also have an online catalog, essentially, where you can plug in different things based on your floor plan, and it'll give you a price on what those things are. It's not going to be able to do that for all things. There's some things you're just going to have to wait to the design center to know the price. But again, if you're able to get into the design center before you ever sign a contract with the builder, do it. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to tune back again, because we are going to be releasing a video on the do's and don'ts of making upgrades in your new construction home. So, should you opt for that extra shower head? Should you delete that bathtub to make your shower bigger? I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll share all of that information with you. Thank you, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so that you'll know every time we update a video. Also, if this is your first time watching us, don't forget to watch our empty house tour where we are showing you our own home. We also have a video teaching you how to purchase land and some decorate with me videos. So if you enjoyed us, please like and subscribe. Joy fam.